Hi guys, in this episode I'm going to talk about our first axiom, which is called Pareto principle. So I'm going to refer to this property as P for the rest of this chapter. So Pareto principle on U. So a voting rule may obey the Pareto principle on some domains but not in others. So we call it Pareto principle on a specific domain of preferences U. Remember, U is a preference domain, potentially restricted. So how do we define it formally? For any preference profile U on the preference domain U, and for any subset of X, Y, and for any two candidates, X and Y, which is an element of Y, if U of UIX is strictly greater than UIY for every voter, meaning every voter strictly prefers X over Y, while then Y shouldn't be chosen or elected in this profile. All right, so that's it. So don't forget, the voting rule depends two things. One, the preference profile, U, and then the second thing, the set of candidates who actually run for the office, which is Y. All right? Well, the thing is, here we do have a preference profile, U, such that maybe it's not their top choice X, maybe it's their second or third or fifth best choice. But the thing is, everybody prefers X to Y. All right? Well, then clearly Y is not, these agents' first best. But whatever the ranking is, everybody prefers X to Y. Well, then Y shouldn't be chosen because there is a better candidate for everyone, which is X itself. Is X in here? Well, maybe. But don't forget, this principle, Pareto principle, says Y shouldn't be one of the chosen alternatives. Okay? So, as I said, if everyone prefers X to Y, well, then Y can't be elected. That's what Pareto principle means, and most of our voting rules actually satisfy this property, which I think is pretty straightforward and intuitive axiom.